the shitty rolls out of the way in
Right.
your life.
Yes. Yes, get rid of all the nat ones and okay, so welcome to the Pirates of Drinax. We're going to be picking up where we left off last week. We're going to start with a new initiative. As you can see, I have some better maps this time around. But before we get started, I would like to thank a friend of the Greenwater Guildhall. These are not partnerships or sponsorships of any kind. They're just products that we really like. And today we would like to thank the Speechless Bard. She makes beautiful leather products for your tabletop role-playing games, such as leather covers for your core rulebook. She has a line of dice bracelets that, if you like to show off your geeky side, they have the dice shapes on the bracelet, and they can be done in multiple colors or customizations. She also has a dice rolling mat that, when you roll it up, it kind of looks like a spell scroll. All of her items are customizable, and she does all the work by hand. She's an amazingly talented artist. If you're going to order, especially if it's for a birthday or holiday or something like that, you're going to want to give yourself a little bit of extra time if you're in the U.S. She's over in the U.K., so it can take a little bit of time to cross the pond and make it through U.S. Customs. If you're a fan of tonight's game, we do have a website for this game, and it is a website via Obsidian Portal. The adventure log is written in the manner of Traveler News Service news articles, and it doesn't just follow what's going on in the game. It also has articles of things going on in the entire region, in the Trojan Reach sector. And a lot of those things may, they might swing around to bite the travelers in the ass. Or, sometimes the travelers do something that's newsworthy and they make the news. So if you enjoy the content, please give us a thumbs up on that front page. We like to see those fan likes, and we hope you enjoy. So where we left off last week, you guys engaged the ranchers. Probably helps if I have the...
One named Jed, and no, just kidding.
Let's see here. Yes, the ranch of Charles Marchand, and the reason that you are assaulting these ranchers, I mean, who doesn't enjoy assaulting ranchers? But the reason you're assaulting these ranchers is because you found out you bumped into a guy in town, found out that he had been gut shot. He is a friend of an Aslan iHatei that had come to the planet Thor in Yggdrasil subsector as basically settled the planet, and that's actually okay. There's plenty of space for him. And most of the time, there's no conflict between the Aslan and the human settlers. But this time around, for one reason or another that you have not discerned why, this ranch, Charles Marchand, just really hates the Aslan. And he kidnapped this Aslan's family. And just for the sake of butchering his name, the Aslan's name is Irihu, and he kidnapped his entire family and has set up a hunt. They are going to hunt the Aslan down. You showed up. There was a stolen air raft that this guy who was gut shot, Martin Trelane, he escaped in an air raft with one of Irihu's daughters. She's like 14. Totally non-combatant. And they gave you the air raft to do with as you please, and in the process, it got hit and went down in a very controlled, gentle descent, thanks to Ching Shi, into the forested area near the one of the ranch's reservoirs. And so everybody can go ahead and roll your initiative, because we're going to start a new initiative here. Ooh, this guy Did quite well.
I think I got the same one. Maybe?
Oh, that guy did not do well.
My caps lock, remember lock is next. Problem. There. Okay. What'd you get? Minus
Oh,
two.
wait.
Okay. 12.
Okay. Oh, sorry. He did well, but he didn't do that well.
I was gonna say. It was like writing different numbers in off the dice sides or something.
Right. What kind of critical roll was that? All right, so of course, they follow you into this forest, and the gecko passenger, he's no longer in the gecko, he jumped out. The gecko you left around the reservoir is still cutting donuts with the dead driver. What is he going to do? He... He's going to move over here. And he is going to take a shot at Ching Shi with his submachine gun. Just as soon as I can find it. There it is. Okay. And he just misses Ching Shi, but he did hit the air raft again. Which takes 10 points of damage to the hull. I don't know, this air raft may not be long for this world. Ching Shi, what would you like to do? I mean, you've got line of sight on this guy.
Yeah, I'm not sure which weapon I took with me. I know
All the weapons.
Keith, I just packed it up. I think Keith was using my sniper rifle
Yes.
while I was flying. I kind of want it back, but does that mean he doesn't have a gun?
You switched to the assault rifle at some point?
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna use my sniper rifle and for the guy across the lake keeping.
Okay.
Whew. 13.
Oof. That is a hit. Hold on here. So that is a hit with a +5 to damage.
Nice. And that's 5D. +5. 20.
Jesus. Okay. I don't know if he can... Yeah, maybe.
And then to move, I want to move wherever I have as much cover as I can without getting penalized. So I just am looking for cover. I know that I should be more imaginary, but I'm thinking under the tree, near the tree. Just
Okay.
for cover. Even if it means I have to step out and then shoot and then step back.
Okay. Certainly. So, yeah, the tree will give you +2 to your armor.
Okay.
As cover. And a -2 to his attack roll. The dirt bike riders. So they went in before you guys got there. And they're up here tooling around on their electric Fisher-Price dirt bikes. Yeah, this artwork for the dirt bike is really not that impressive. I'm hoping that there's a new one that shows up. Oops. But yeah, this is what their dirt bikes look like. I'm sure they look like they probably play Calliope music every time they gas them.
It's a Scooty Puff Jr.
It is a Scooty Puff Jr., totally. Yeah. So these guys, let's see. Huh. Shit. Sorry. There we go. Oh, yes. Yes. I was smart and I left the bookmarks in here. Okay, so. Yeah, they can probably move a lot because they move in range bands. So this guy. It's easily going to make it over here. And he skids to a stop and takes a shot with a submachine gun at Keith. Oh, yeah, he misses terribly. This guy.
Wow, it would have been kind of badass if he slid up and like nailed him.
I know, right? Man, he just hits, but I don't think that's going to really do a whole lot. So, Keith, you get hit for 7 points. I don't know if that even gets through your armor. But this guy, in the process of taking his shot, lays his bike down. I'm going to put... Well, you know, if you buy a used motorcycle and somebody says that it's never been laid down, they're lying. And this guy is going to come down here and skid to a stop, and he's going to... And he's going to try and take a shot at Ching Shi with a -2. Ew. Well, the tree takes some gunfire. Captain... But it's Arbor Day. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
I think I want to take a couple steps so I get a clear line of sight. The air raft's not like tall, right? Like I can shoot over it.
No, and in fact, it's actually on the ground, physically touching the ground. There's like A little bit of smoke coming out of it.
All right, so I think I'll shoot this guy. I believe I have advanced combat as well.
Yeah.
So I gunner, do I have dexterity too or anything else? No?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gun combat.
Gun
Sorry, I have one
Gun combat plus dex.
Dex. Okay. So that would be 10.
Oh, yeah. So that's plus 2 to your damage.
Sweet.
Oh, wait. This guy gets 1 more point back because he had armor.
10. Yeah.
10 total, huh? So he's going to take 9.
Wow.
That hurt a lot. Okay. Did you want to take the rest of your movement, or do you want to continue to use the air raft as like cover?
I'll step over one more square. That should be good for my turn.
Okay. So yeah, that civilian vehicle is going to give you a plus 10 to your armor for anybody that hits, or that hits. You get it to add 10. I mean, you're probably in your battle dress, so not like it's really that necessary. You probably have more armor than the air raft. Keith, what would you like to do?
I'm going to pull out my laser rifle and shoot at. Let's see. I think it's going to
Is
be
the further away guy or the close one? That eye.
The further away guy.
The further away guy. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and laser rifle is 10.
Okay, so plus 2 to your damage.
Yeah. That's 24.
Yikes.
Nice.
So he's going to eat 23. So there's that.
That's a good gun.
Yeah, that is a good gun.
Goodness.
He's still up, but man, is he hurting. And did you want to move anywhere?
Do you want to move?
I'd like to get up behind the tree that's next to me.
Okay.
Here?
Yeah. All right.
Look,
Closer? Okay. Alright.
Keith, make a recon plus intellect check.
okay. Ten.
You, over here, you see that there is an Aslan laying face down in the dirt, and he's not moving.
Oh no.
Ranchers. You can always tell the ranchers are coming because they're like, "Yeehaw, yeah!" I don't
They're
know.
too jolly.
Right, yeah. And he's going to move there. And he's going to move there. Let's see. This one's going to take a shot at Ching Shi. He still hits with a 9, so that's only a plus 1 to damage. And he has a assault rifle. $10 points probably doesn't. It probably just left a scratch on your battle dress.
Yeah, thanks to the, if I still get coverage for the slightly shot up tree,
Yep.
I'm at 25 protection.
Well, I would think that from this position down here, you probably wouldn't get cover from the tree. But I gave you the -2 for foliage, leaves.
Okay.
But I mean, your battle dress, you've got what, 22 to your battle dress or something?
Yeah, my battle dress is 23, and then if I get a little foliage action.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, 10 points doesn't. I mean, you got a scratch on your paint job. This guy is going to take a shot at Beth. I need 2 dice. He just hits, and then his gun jams. And he is using burst fire because he's not an idiot. Well, he is, but... $14 does not get through your battle dress, does it?
No.
Oh, these poor idiots.
They're so fucked.
This guy is going to have a -2 to try to hit Keith. But he's going to try anyways, because...
I don't know. You live by the dangerous game, you die by the most dangerous game.
Right.
Pretty fair.
So he just hits. And he, of course, is on burst. He does 10 points of damage. What kind of armor are you wearing?
That does not go through my combat armor.
Oh. So the last guy fires off, and you hear somebody yell out, "Oh shit! These guys are decked out in battle armor." And the gecko passenger.
I want to shout back, "We don't fuck around!"
The gecko passenger is like, F this, and he's going to bolt. And he goes off. He is running back to the gecko. He's going to try and catch it, probably in an attempt to take his injured ass back to the ranch house.
Okay, so the gecko is a ship, right?
It is an all-terrain Jeep. Well, here, it's like a Jeep. It is...
And where is it in relation to us?
It is down just off the map to the southeast.
We're gonna need a ride.
This is what
given that our tire is.
This is what the gecko looks like.
I'd sort of like to shoot the guy running for it and then try and get there. Okay.
In a game that has spaceships and air rafts, I will come right out and say that the gecko is one of my favorite vehicles. Because I mean, if you're going to go 4x and you can't do that in a vehicle that floats. So what would Ching Shi like to do? Oh, you've got this dirt bike rider. Like, you could shoot him in the face.
Yeah, I sort of want to try to get to the gecko first, but I don't think that's possible.
Well, you can fly. You have the recon battle dress.
Oh, that's right! My armor fucking flies! Because we fixed it
You
up!
can go full Iron Man.
Yeah, well, because we're going to need a ride, and our air raft got shot down. Because isn't it a ways? We were up in the atmosphere for a while, flying for a while before we got shut down. So, like, we're not near our ship, right?
No, your ship is actually docked back in town. So...
Right, it's a ways.
Yeah.
So...
It's probably about 10 miles away.
What? How far can I fly?
That is a very good question. I don't know. Nobody's ever done this before. So, like in any of my Traveler games that I've ever run, nobody's
Nobody's
tried.
tried to go full Iron Man?
No.
Vaders in this game.
Well, I was trying to get my Artificer to fly, and I don't think I got her level high enough.
Oh, yeah.
I think I was 1 or 2 more levels away from being able to be a flying Iron Cat. So this is very exciting that I get to do this.
So, you can take to the air at up to slow speed. And so, vehicle movement is done in range bands.
Okay.
And I will kind of explain that. It's very abstract, in my opinion, which is one of the reasons why I run it the way I do.
Okay.
Although I do have a new idea. So there are range bands for space, there are range bands for ground vehicles. The idea that I have is that instead of using hexes, using lines, just like regular notebook paper. And saying,
Sure.
this line to this line is this range band, this line to this line is this range band, etc. So let's see here. Movement. Range band number 3. So you can move between 50 to 100 kilometers per hour at slow.
Good.
Basically, 50 to 100 kilometers per hour.
If it's just off the map, I'm about 20 meters away.
Oh yeah, you can fly. You can jump and fly. So you can jump and fly with your minor action.
Okay. So I'm gonna put myself down in the corner
Okay.
and say I'm in front of the vehicle. And then who is it that's running towards it?
So there was a driver and then 2 passengers. One was hanging out the roof. The other was sitting in the passenger seat. Both the driver and the guy in the turret were killed.
Okay.
And the guy in the passenger seat had jumped out and ran for the tree line. He's now running back, and you just see this gecko cutting donuts still in a circle, and he's running towards it. He's probably a good 20 meters from the gecko, and you jumped over there. You can go ahead and take a shot and beat him in the back of the head if you want.
Yeah, I want to. The guy running to get the gecko, I would like to shoot. That's who I want to shoot.
Okay.
Is there any disadvantage because I'm in front of a spinny vehicle?
No, you're good. You're either hovering in the air or you jumped and landed and are taking your shot.
All right. I got 8 exactly.
Yeah, that hits. The downside is that your gun is jammed. Because an
So
8,
I hit, but no bullets came out.
you hit, but now the receiver is jammed.
Oh, okay.
So next turn you'll have to spend your significant action unjamming your weapon.
Okay.
But yeah, it's 0's. So 8 is exactly what you needed, which is 0. Traveler barely succeeds at the task and may have to accept a condition on the success,
Okay.
etc.
Yeah. Totally. Here we go. Let's see. 14.
Okay, so yeah, he only had a total. He had 5 strength and 5 dex left, and with 14, you take his head clear off, just red mist, and he drops. And the gecko continues to go in a circle.
Okay. Okay.
All right. The dirt bike riders. So this dirt bike rider is spending his turn trying to... Well, first thing he's going to do is he's going to move into the bushes because he learned well from watching Ching Shi. And then he's going to spend his significant action trying to unjam his submachine gun. This rider... This rider is going to also move into near the tree. And then he's going to attempt to take a shot at Keith. So he hits with a 9. That's a +1 to his damage. 12 points of damage. Now, Keith, you have an additional +2 to your armor from the tree.
So that gives me a total of 15, so I'm...
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, he fails. And this guy also, well, the first thing he's going to do, well, he's going to extricate himself from his bike and move this way. Whoops, that's the wrong button. And then he is going to spend his significant action. Well, no, his significant action was getting out from under the bike, and then moving was his minor action. So he will be able to try to unjam his weapon next round, or just toss it and draw his pistol. Captain Beth.
I will shoot the guy who's right there, who's in my sight.
Okay.
Nine.
Okay, that is a +1 to your damage.
Also 9.
Okay. So he takes 6. All right. Did you want to move at all, or are you maintaining your position?
I guess I'll move. I forget how far I can move, how many squares.
So with a minor action, you can move 6 meters.
Okay. And the squares are...
Squares are like 1.5, but let's see here. So, yeah, there you go.
Alright. 3. Okay, cool.
All right. Keith, what would you like to do now that you've got somebody in a battle dress standing in your line of fire, unless you want to shoot at the guy up north of you?
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna move.
Yeah, I think I'll go to the north of the tree a little bit. Like there. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
And then shoot at one of the 2 guys behind the tree there.
Okay. You want the guy in the north?
Yeah, let's do that one.
Okay.
With my laser. And that is an 8.
I'm sorry, you got... What'd you get?
8.
Okay. So you hit with an 8. Oh, wait. No, he has cover from the tree. So you miss. You hit the tree, though.
Oh.
Stupid tree.
I'm probably going to light that tree on fire with a laser rifle.
I was just going to... Well, no, it's just an average failure, so... No, but the tree is smoking.
All right.
It doesn't like it.
The ranchers are kind of panicking.
You fucking surrender. Hear me.
He's going to move there. This guy is going to move there in an attempt to escape. And this guy, as soon as I can find him, oh, there he is going to move there. And I can't see him, so I gotta move him out. Okay, so this guy here is going to take a shot at Beth. And hits with a 10. Plus 2 to damage. Shit. 14 doesn't get through your battle dress. This guy is also going to attempt to shoot at Beth. Ooh. That's not good for Beth. Plus 5 to damage. $18 points of damage. So I think Beth just took 3.
It says 22.
Oh, you have 22 armor on your battle dress?
I don't know, that's what I wrote down.
Oh, no, yeah, you're right. You are correct, so never mind. You didn't take shit. The last guy who is trying to run out of the woods, he can see Qing Shi, and he is yelling, he's like, something about, we were just following orders, and he's got his gun in the air, and he's running towards Qing Shi, but he's not, he is full on booking it, trying to get away. He thinks everybody else is going to die. Qing Shi, what would you like to do about this guy?
I would like to grapple the gecko.
Okay.
I just want to try and get control of the gecko, because then I can drive over and pick everybody up, and we can put the Aslan in the back, and someone can turret everyone on our way out of town.
Okay. So if you remember, this gecko has the hard point for the turret, but there's no turret there. There's just a hole in the roof.
Right.
But somebody can hang out the roof and take shots at people. That's what they were doing.
He can still shoot people.
Right.
And scream like they're on a turret.
Right. So, go ahead and make a dex check. If you have athletics, you can make an athletics plus dex check.
I do not. I have 0 for athletics, so I don't have a deduction, but I'll be at just dex.
Well, to do this first, oh shit. So first, make a vac suit plus plus dex check first.
Okay.
That's how we'll do this.
That's more fun. That's going to be, let's see, back suit 3, dex 2, so that's 5, 12.
Yeah. So you fly down and you grab onto the roof of this gecko as it's spinning in a circle. And what would you like to do? That's your major action. What would you like to do with your minor action?
So let's see. So I land in it for my major action. And
I mean, so like for your minor action, you could kick the driver out of the driver's seat.
I'd like to do as much as I can to gain control of the vehicle while still being just a minor action.
Okay.
So is that just toss the body?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I'm not even going to make you roll a strength check because you're in recon battle dress. You can pick this guy up and toss him. And so you throw this idiot out of the gecko, and you now have control of the gecko, which does require the drive wheel skill.
I just have a level 3 of Jack of all trades, so I have 0.
Okay, well, there you go. Okay, you can take control. You've taken control of the gecko.
I'll try and come get him next turn.
Dirt bike riders. This guy is going to draw his revolver and shoot at Keith. And he calls Keith a dirty Aslan lover, but he misses terribly. And the other two... The other two are going to shoot submachine guns at Beth. The first guy misses terribly. The second guy just hits with an 8, and his submachine gun jams. But he... $15, so yeah, you've got some more scratches on your armor.
Ooh.
Keith, Captain Beth, what would you like to do? See, if Raxar was here, he'd pull out the PGMP and just light the tree up with plasma fire.
Yeah, I'd like a freezy gun, but that's not gonna do a lot of good. Let's see. Who's hurting besides the Aslan?
So, I'm sorry, what was your question? So
Who's hurting?
Let's see. Both of these guys have taken damage.
Okay. I guess I'll shoot the closest one.
Okay.
Nine.
That is a +1 to damage.
Uh, 11.
Okay. So let's see here. So he's going to take 8. Well, there goes his endurance. Okay. And with your minor action, did you want to move or anywhere, or?
Let's see. I think I can move out of the. Can I move out of the line of sight with Keith? He's got line of sight on this guy. I don't know.
I'll shoot at the guy above.
So.
Yeah, that guy's going to be kind of fucked.
Oh, I can move like. Okay. Alright, now I'll be out of the way. Okay.
Alright. So, Keith, what would you like to do?
I would like to shoot at the guy up above who shot me with the pistol.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck him.
That's 12 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's a +4 to your damage.
That is 26.
Jesus. So he had, between both strength and dex, he had a total of 10 left. So yeah, he is no more. Keith's laser rifle just cores him straight through. So the ranchers, the first one, or the one that ran away, he is running and towards Ching Shi, and he still has his rifle up, and he's like, "Don't kill me! Don't kill me! I was just following orders." He's just going to keep running. And at this point, he now sees that Ching Shi is in the gecko, and he runs past the gecko, and he's booking it towards the ranch house, which is quite a ways away. But he's just hoofing it. So he's effectively done. We'll just do that. This guy starts to laugh and bellows out, "Oh yeah, watch this!" And he reaches into his inner jacket and pulls something out and puts it in the barrel of the rifle. Here. This is ammunition? Jesus. Some of this is ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, so he puts a rifle grenade into the end of his assault rifle and is going to take a shot at Captain Beth. He misses. He hits the air raft.
Oh, man.
For 50 points. And the air raft explodes and is no more. There's just a crater and a pile of rubble there.
No!
Yeah. You killed the air raft, you bastard. This guy is going to attempt to take a shot at Keith. Uh, 12. So that's a +4 to his damage. Ah, 11 points. But I don't think that scratches your armor. Ching Shi, what would you like to do?
I would like to drive over here to pick everybody up.
Okay, so go ahead and make a drive plus dex check.
Yeah. Oh, baby, you're gonna have to get your own right. That is 4. Yeah, it's 7.
Okay, so you actually make it to about here. And you see Ching Shi driving this gecko, and she dives right through the water, and as she's coming out the other side, the rear wheels kind of bog down in the mud. Not like it's completely stuck, but she's spinning out. The dirt bike riders, this guy is going to throw a grenade at Captain Beth. And drops it right at her feet. And it has, let's see here, Blast 9. That is a lot. Oops.
Ooh.
It'll get them too, won't it?
I think it will, yeah. Well, like I said, nobody said these guys were geniuses. This poor dumb sonbitch. So it still only does 20 points of damage, which isn't enough to crack her battle dress. Keith, how are you doing?
Yeah, I got hit. Let's see.
This one for 7?
So that hits me for 7.
Okay.
I think.
Okay, and the gecko. Double check the gecko. The front of the gecko, the armor is just shredded off. There's frag shrapnel stuck into the front of the gecko. It's fine though. And these guys, well, he gets caught in his own blast radius. Fucking dumbass. He blasts himself unconscious. You see this guy go flying back and on the ground unconscious. This guy, oh, he does not survive. He is shredded by the shrapnel. Okay. Well, that is the dirt bike riders. And you can kind of hear in the distance the ranchers kind of laughing. Like, idiot. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
Is the Aslan on the ground, like, totally done then? They got blasted too, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the body that was on the ground, go ahead and make a recon plus intellect check.
Okay. That's 10.
Your guess is that the Aslan that was laying on the ground was already dead. Because through all of this, he hasn't moved. And now the corpse is kind of tore up from grenade shrapnel. So what would you like to do?
I want to move over to Keith and render some first aid, because 7 points is kind of a lot.
Okay.
Is it medic plus intellect or something, right? Oh, well, I rolled. 19.
Okay, so that would be 9 points back. So Keith, you get your 7 back.
All right.
Holy crap.
Thank you, Captain.
So that will take 1 minute.
Alright.
Right? Is that 1 minute? Yes, 1 minute. Here. Okay. Keith, now that you have a bandage, 1 minute, you're in the process of getting bandaged up. That's kind of what you're doing. The ranchers, this one, is going to move over here and duck down behind this log. And he is going to take a shot at Beth. And just hits. But does not get through her armor with a whole terrifying 7 points of damage. This rancher, he also reaches into his jacket and loads a rifle grenade. And he's going to shoot towards Beth. Oh, man. And he misses terribly. And the rifle grenade, you just see this like corkscrewing rifle grenade go off into the distance. And somewhere north of the map, you see a tree explode.
Nice.
Qingxi, what would you like to do?
I'm going to try to stop being a dumbass and go pick up my compatriot again.
Okay, go ahead and make a drive plus dex check. See if we can get the Jeep unstuck.
Okay, that's not 11.
Okay, yeah, so pulling up here is Qingxi in the gecko.
Get in, bitches. We're going shopping. Go. Head them up, move them out.
Captain Beth, what are you doing?
Loading Keith into the gecko.
Okay. So you guys load into the gecko. There's still 2 ranchers out here. Beth, make a medicine check. Medicine plus your choice, intellect or EDU.
In the meantime, while Keith is feeling awful and barely able to see, I'm going to give him my gun, and as we drive away, he's going to do suppressing fire.
Okay.
That's it.
So I got
Unless he's feeling that much better.
I got 12 on my medicine check.
So your guess is, just from what you see on this Aslan, is that this Aslan wasn't necessarily... So this is supposed to be a hunt, right? You're not seeing evidence of that. You see that this Aslan, it looks like he was shot in the back of the head, execution style.
Huh. Well, that's weird. Alright. Shit. Maybe we can get the whole story.
Keith, you are still being healed. Ranchers. This guy, you hear him yell out, "We got him on the run!" And he is going to take a shot at the gecko. And he does hit, but the gecko's side armor, it's got 12 armor on the side, so I don't think that's going to do much. Nope, the gecko's armor on the side takes the bullets and there's no problem. This guy is also going to take a shot. He hits with a +4 to damage. And his bullets do not penetrate the armor. You guys are just useless. Qingxi, what would you like to do?
With Captain's permission, I'd like to get the hell out of Dodge. Head back to the ship.
Do it.
Okay, because I mean, I don't think we're catching any important information or anything like that by sticking around.
Which direction do you want to go?
Toward the ship.
You want to head back towards town?
Toward town, so we can get on our. And I'd like to go as fast as possible.
Okay. So you're just going to abandon the Aslan, or?
Well, you said he was dead.
These guys.
Well, you won. Charles Marchand kidnapped this guy's entire family.
Okay.
So how many guys are left to murder?
There's 2 ranchers left.
Yeah, let's run them over with the gecko. You can drive faster than they can run. It should be easy.
If that's your orders. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Qingxi,
And I shall start to run over people.
make a drive plus dex check.
And because I'm a little bit sociopathic, while I'm doing it, I'm going to go. From the Benny Hill music. Under my breath, real quiet. Just enough to make people uncomfortable. And like, am I hearing what I think I'm hearing? Right. 9.
Nice. So you go over.
Damage to the car, dude.
You go over here and kind of spin it in the muddy bank. But in the process, you hit this guy. Yeah. I don't think he's going to survive that. You run his ass over, and he goes, thud, and he's no longer with us. Captain Beth, you are still healing Keith. Keith is still being healed. This rancher's like, oh shit, and he decides that he's going to run.
Get out in the open. Run out into the open, buddy.
No, he runs through the trees. So, Qingxi, what would you like to do?
All right, do I pursue?
You could stand up through where the turf should be and just shoot him, right? Or
Yeah, you could do that.
Sure. Okay, I'll put the car in neutral as my minor action and shoot.
Okay.
My Gauss rifle, I never unjammed. There was a few turns ago I didn't unjam it.
I would say you probably also would have brought your advanced combat rifle.
Yeah, I mean I would think so because I'm a big fan of like carrying everything.
Right.
I probably also have my breaching and my boarding somewhere, like in my pants or something like that.
Yeah, in your back pocket.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah, that's a +4 to damage.
Okay.
And he only has 3 armor, so 1 for his leather jack and 2 for the trees.
9.
Now, did you want to fire that on burst or single shot? Because if you do it on burst, you can add another 3 to that.
Well, I rolled and hit, and then I got a 9.
That hits.
I guess I'll burst. Yeah, I have 3.
So that's a total of +4 to your damage.
Oh, +4 to damage. Yeah. So that's now 7. Wait, no, I did that backwards. It was 9. And when I rolled my dice, I tossed my dice second time. So you said it was +3, so that would be 12.
Okay. He's wounded, but he's not dead. Let's see, that is... The rancher is going to hoof it, and he runs off the edge of the map. So, Qingxi, what would you like to do? Do you want to pursue?
What are my orders, Captain?
It's a mercy killing at this point.
You already winged him. You might as well put him down.
Yeah. So then, so if I pursue, am I driving? Am I rolling to drive?
Yeah, roll a drive plus dex.
Okay. Sadly, not 3 dex. 8.
Okay. So,
Sort of make it.
yeah.
I get hit in the face with a branch, but I make it.
Yeah, you guys just make it. You hit this guy and kill him outright. But with an 8, the Jeep or the gecko, you go between these two trees and kind of high center it on some tree roots that are coming up out of the ground. Like, so you high center just as you hit this guy, and he goes flying about 15 feet and lands in a very awkward, not natural position. So you're clear that he's done. But the gecko is stuck. Now, the gecko, I mean, it's an all-terrain assault vehicle. I'm sure there is probably a winch or something to get it off. But you guys are now out of combat.
I was going to say, I do have a mechanic if I need to winch us off of it.
Well, it gives you enough time that Keith is able to, be healed up. Let me find the other app.
Right.
So where all this fun and games was taking place was right up in here.
Do we need to, or do we want to grab the Aslan body and take it back to us? Would that be a sign of respect to whoever's family member it is?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean that would definitely go a long way towards ingratiating you with Iriyu, because the whole Aslan honor code thing. Before you left, Martin Trelane was worried that, he didn't know what to do, because here he had saved the guy's daughter, but he knew that by asking somebody for help, that was going to be against the honor code. And so, but he didn't know what else to do. I mean, he was wounded to the point, and he wasn't going to let his friend die. So he decided to go ahead and risk Rirhu's wrath in doing this, rather than let his friend die. And he knew, obviously, you guys look like you're way more capable of handling this kind of situation. So, Keith, you're healed up. Keith, go ahead and make a mechanic plus your choice, either intellect or education check to see if you can get the gecko unstuck.
He stepped down to.
Oh.
I got a 10.
Okay, so yeah, Keith's able to get the winch set up and pull the gecko free. And so you know that the main ranch house is down here. So do you guys, do you want to just drive straight for the ranch house? What do you want to do?
We could abscond like weird guardian angels. Just no explanation and save all their lives. That'd be like the weird thing to do.
We don't want to get a reputation for being soft, so we have to be nice in private.
What is there to gain, I guess? Like, this world's kind of not that rich, and I don't know.
That's true.
I didn't even particularly want to save the specific Aslan. I just thought that the way that the other people went about what they were doing was awful, so we took them out.
Well,
So-
you took out those particular guys, but you only saw one Aslan, and like I said, Marchand kidnapped all of Irihu's family, so you're not sure exactly where they're at, but you only saw one dead Aslan.
Okay, so we'll bring the one dead back, and then try and regroup and figure out where the rest of them are. Or I thought they were all released into the woods. That was my impression. But of course,
Well, and like I said, the dead Aslan that you found didn't look like he was hunted. And it's hard to tell much more because he took a fragmentation grenade, but it was clear that there was a gunshot wound to the back of his head. It looked like he had been killed execution style. This was not a hunt.
Okay, so we should go back and relay that information and see if we can figure out what is actually going on. I guess maybe we can locate the rest of them if we do that.
Okay, so you want to go back to town? Is that what your plan is?
We need to bring the dead body to. I guess the daughter's the only one that we really know. The daughter and Martin is the only one that we really know where they are, right?
Right. Yeah, that's true. So, you guys book it back to town, and Martin and what was her name? Kiri. Martin and Kiri are still at the hotel above the town saloon, and Martin is still too injured to really move real quick. But Kiri comes down and she immediately confirms, she kind of sniffles, and she tells you that was her brother. And she says, Did you see my father? Is he still alive? What's going on?
This is the only one that we found, so
She tells
I'm
you.
not sure.
So she kind of fills you in a little bit more about why Marchand might be doing this. Evidently, her father, Irihu, was a mercenary that was working on the Imperial frontiers, and he encountered a naval flight officer who, at that time, was Charles Marchand. And she says the story that she heard was that Marchand particularly dislikes mercenaries and anybody who's not human. And Irihu was forced to work with him, and he tolerated Marchand as best as he could, but eventually Irihu reacted angrily to a racial insult, and he struck Marchand across the face with claws fully extended, and he laid the flesh open to the bone and destroyed Marchand's right eye. There was no action taken against Irihu, since all the witnesses agreed that Marchand provoked the incident, but Marchand kind of declared a personal feud against Irihu, and as it came about, Marchand was in luck all these years later because he had a ranch here on Thor, and he learned that Irihu and his iHatei band had landed here and was trying to purchase ranch land, legitimately purchase it, not take it over. And so Marchand is using this as his attempt to get revenge on Arirhu for the loss of his eye, and because he's racist.
All right.
But
Still doesn't give us.
Kiri is upset and kind of crying and sniffling over, I mean, this was her brother that you brought back, who now looks a lot worse than he did with just a gunshot wound in the back of the head.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, you guys probably don't tell her exactly what happened, so she's like, "Oh my God, what'd they do to him?"
It was brutal. We didn't make it in time.
Shit, so there's nowhere else to look, really? Or back to the woods?
Well, I mean, you can check out, like I said, you can go ahead and search the woods if you'd like, but it seems like whatever hunt went on, and I say hunt in air quotes, already happened. So
Okay.
the next place to look would be the Marchand ranch house.
You guys down?
It feels like we gotta be.
Okay.
So, since you're back at town, does any of you have heavy weapons as a skill?
No. I have two different gunner, but no heavy weapon.
Because of course, on the ship is Rexar's PGMP.
Just quick trade for it, real quick.
Well, I mean, you would be at -3 for every shot you took with it. Like I said, you'd be at -3 for every shot you pulled, but I mean, it's a plasma gun, so.
I feel like I'm gonna hurt myself if I try and use it. Not too connected, or
You both have jack of all trades, so you might have actually do
That's
okay.
true. That puts us at 0, right?
Yeah.
Do it, Captain.
Okay, all right. The peer pressure got to me.
Man, those characters rolled up so strong. So both Ching-Shi and Captain Beth have Jack of all trades at 3.
Yes.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I
Yeah.
put.
That'll probably never happen again.
Explain to me how it worked. That's where I put my point.
Yeah, so I mean that would make it just a straight dex check.
All right.
So which one of you is taking the PGMP?
I'll do it.
Do it.
Okay. So hold on and I
Everyone
will.
keep just away.
Yeah. Don't stand in front of me. Heavy weaponry. So this is a PGMP 12, means it's a tech level 12, and it's got a range of 250 meters, and it does 1d damage. So you roll 1d6, multiply by 10. And it's got a big backpack that you put on to your battle dress, and a cord coming off to the gun. So I imagine Beth's probably hanging out the turret hole. And you guys set off back to the ranch. Now, you don't have to make any drive checks because you can just take the road.
Well, and because now we've got a plasma gun in the car, so.
Right. And as
What's gonna happen?
you're coming up to the ranch, there is a steel cattle gate that closes off the road at the end of the ranch right here. You can either ram through the gate, or Beth can just go ahead and pull the trigger.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's melt it. That's gonna be intimidating.
So first time, this is Beth's practice run. Go ahead and make your heavy weapons plus dex check.
Okay. 8.
Yeah, you hit the. You barely hit the gate. Go ahead and roll 1d and multiply it by 10.
20.
Oh shit! So the gate, right here, the you just see this white hot, like almost like a lightning bolt, leap out of the end of this gun, hit this gate, and just slag the center of the gate. It just melts it to a puddle on the road, and you guys drive on in to the ranch.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Oh, jeez.
So this is the ranch. Did I not? I guess I didn't put you guys on the map.
If they wouldn't mind all lining up so we could just drive down that line, that'd be really helpful and convenient. Thanks. Just everybody line up.
There is Beth. And Ching Shi.
Do any of us have grenades?
There are grenades on the ship.
I swear.
Yeah, I have a lot of grenades. I have frag grenades.
Just because those might be handy in this particular setting.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Gee, I wish I would have brought some grenades.
Golly gee.
Are we really going to blow up? I don't want to blow up. Let's see here. And of course, lighting up the front gate isn't like the quietest way of coming in. So these guys are going to be aware.
Totally, we did just melt the gate.
Ugh. Opposite ends of the spectrum. You guys can go ahead and roll your initiative.
I'm 0.
So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to run this adventure, because you guys haven't had a whole lot of murder hobo going on for a while, so I figured you guys needed to, let loose some aggression.
Slake our bloodlust.
Yes. The ranchers are going to hold their position because they saw the gate get slagged. So these here, these are like double doors, and there's a set on either side of this ranch house, and this is kind of like a little foyer that leads into the main. This is almost more like a lot. Have you guys seen Yellowstone? I kind of imagine this like the Dutton Ranch. Just it's not even a house, man. It's like, oh, where do you live? Timberline Lodge. That's my whole house. So that's kind of what this is. And these are large metal double doors. You can see movement inside. There's like glass panes in these double doors. You can see movement inside. So, Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
Melt the doors.
Go ahead and make a heavy weapons plus dex check.
That is 10.
Okay, so roll 1d8 for damage. This is going to be fun.
60.
Jesus.
Rock and roll, man.
I don't think this guy's going to make it. Because there's no way those walls. Yeah, he takes at least 10 points. So the plasma beam goes through the double doors, through this wall, and splashes this poor bastard with flaming hot magma. And he takes 10 points of damage. And, like, you can see, there's a big hole where there used to be a door and a wall. And this guy's standing there and, like, part of his clothes are on fire and he's patting them out. Would you like to use your minor action to move, Beth?
Yeah, I'll stomp in there intimidatingly. Here we go.
You are intimidating. I mean, you are in battle dress with a plasma gun. That's plenty. Yeah, that's plenty intimidating. Ching Shi, what would you like to do? Also in battle dress.
Well, I mean, do we plan on killing them all? Yeah, because I mean, I would say like bring us the family. And
I can just hear Ching Shi. You're going to want to be careful with that gun. Don't shoot through any walls that we don't know if the guys that we're trying to save are in there.
We can't blame that on them too.
Okay.
Your family was melted by plasma.
Yeah, those bastards.
I did think about it. I'm like, what's the chances they put the family near the front door? They wouldn't want them to, like, escape that readily. So I thought that's kind of a freebie. But
Yeah, I think it's true for the first shot, but I'm thinking after this we might have to be a little more careful.
True.
All right.
Well, look at it this way. If you murder everybody in the house, you guys might end up with a new house.
But also, I think if they don't have any way out of this, then they don't have a reason not to just murder the family if they're not already dead. So, say bring us the family and we'll let you live might give them a chance.
All right. We'll be like, we're here for the Aslan.
Okay. So that's a free action. So, Ching Shi, do you want to move with your minor act? Do you want to shoot anybody? What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, I want to shoot everything.
No, yeah, you can. It's a target-rich environment. I made this just for you.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to step through the rubble. That was the door.
So you can fly through the rubble. Really intimidate them. Oh, shit, that one can fly.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna, like, maybe land right around there.
Okay.
And fire on that guy.
Okay. So he's ducked around the corner.
Oh, wait, okay. Can I get a little bit further forward then? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how far I can fly. I forgot.
Yeah, range band, yeah, you can get into that hallway pretty easily.
Okay, I'm right there. And I suppose I have said we're here for the Aslan. Is anybody, like, looking like they're going to go get them? Is anybody indicating that they're on board with the not getting melted by plasma plan?
All of these guys look like they have turned like 3 shades of white. So the first thing that I want you to do, for your minor action, make a vac suit plus dex check.
Okay.
Give her the ability to fly, and she's going to use it every time.
I'm going to use it to go to the bathroom. 11.
Okay, so yeah, you fly past this guy and right down the hallway and land here, and you don't even bump any walls. And you could go ahead and, with your significant action, take a shot at this guy.
Yeah, I mean, like, no one... I'm going to just one more time, nice and loud. I said we're here for the Aslan. See if anybody's moving. Nobody's moving?
Nobody's moving yet.
Okay, then yeah, I'll shoot him.
All right. You gonna do some what? What? Just...
I tried to give him a
Oh
chance.
shit! Somehow, oh, you got. That's weird.
I went invisible.
Yeah,
I thought about everything else.
you just disappeared. Hold on here.
Okay, there it is. Okay. So that was 11, 13.
Okay, hold on.
With
There.
my advanced combat rifle.
And you're on burst,
Yes.
so that is going to be a total of +8 to your damage on this guy.
Okay. I gave him 2 good chances to start getting with the program. Oh, I rolled shitty, so I'm glad it was +8. Let's see, 3, 6, 14.
You know, with a +8 though, that is an exceptional success. This guy, you come around the corner, you just go, and this guy drops to the ground.
Cool.
Keith, what would you like to do?
I would like to take out the guy that Chinchi flew past.
Okay, so for your minor action, let's see here. Yeah, you could move. You could move with your minor action. You could move up here, and you would have a clear line on him because this wall is non-existent.
Yeah. All right. I'll shoot him with my laser rifle.
Okay.
And that is a 13 hit.
Nice.
That is a hit with a +5 to damage. Where's the rifle?
Oh my god. That's it's 32.
Jesus.
It's almost as much as I can get out of that.
Okay, so yeah, oddly enough, he only had 29, and that was on all 3 of his physical stats. Your laser just pretty much turns him into mist and lights this wall here on fire.
Sweet.
Ching Shi, you can hear from in this room to your south, you can hear, we don't want no trouble with no mercs.
Then bring out the Aslan. I shouldn't have to repeat myself.
Make a persuasion plus social check.
Okay. I guess we did. Let's see. 12.
He says, so you see the door swing open, and you can see there is a guy in here wearing a wide brim Western style hat, and he's got an eye patch, and he has a heavy revolver to the back of the head of an Aslan, and you see 3 other Aslan that are trussed up. Their wrists are tied, and they're kind of hog-tied. And he's got this Aslan, he's got a fistful of hair or fur from the back of this Aslan's head, and he's got this revolver, and he says, I swear to God, if you don't stop your assault on my house, I'm going to kill him. And that is his action. Ranchers. This rancher is going to say nope. And he runs all the way to the door. This rancher also says nope. And leaves his boss to his own idiotic ends. And
my reaction is going to be, you were saying?
and this rancher is also going to run away. Yeah, he gets far enough away. So these guys book it. I'm going to say this is close enough. He is running away. This guy is going to be a hero. And he runs out and is going to take a shot at Ching Shi with a laser carbine. And missed terribly. This wall, he just lights this wall up. And this rancher is going to move back here to there. And he... Yeah, that's not good. You can hear from inside the sound of a assault rifle on burst, and Ching Shi, you can see just out of the corner of your faceplate that this rancher here has run in and killed, opened fire on one of the Aslan that is hogtied. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
Shit. I don't know if I can make it anywhere.
I'm going to light the rest of the house on fire.
So 6 meters is there. Halfway down the hall.
So you could take 3 minor actions if all you want to do is move. So that would be, that's a total of 18 meters. So you just move 6, you could move another 12 if you wanted to.
Here. Which one of these guys is, which one of the guys is
So,
the gun to the guy's head?
This guy right here, that's Marchand.
Okay. Can I, like, run into him?
Yeah.
Like, knock?
Juggernaut style?
Yeah, we're in battle dress. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a Vaxi plus Dex check.
Nine.
Okay. So he does not go down, but you do shove him back to here, into the corner.
Good.
I guess I had it right the first time.
Perfect melting position.
And go ahead and roll 1d for damage, plus your strength. So in the battle dress, your strength is going to be plus 3.
Okay. So it's 7.
Okay. And that ignores his armor. Okay. All right. That is Beth. Ching Shi, what would you like to do?
All right. Do I know which one of them opened fire on the Aslan?
He is just out of your vision, but you, in the process, you were able to see around this corner. So yeah, you know it's this guy here.
Okay, so I'm going to step into the room and shoot him.
Okay.
Because fuck that.
Okay. That is a +5 to damage with burst fire.
6, 10, you said plus what?
+5.
15.
Okay, so he's going to take 14.
Yay.
Yeah, that didn't feel good at all. His dex is now at -1. I'm very badly injured. Keith, what would you like to do?
I guess I'll just book it over to the area
So
where
let's
everybody else, because I can only go that far, I think.
You can actually get into the room.
Yeah, let's get me into the room then. Sounds great.
Okay,
Oh, thanks.
there you go. Marchand. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. He's going to take a shot at Beth with his heavy revolver, which I have to look up. Hey, look at that. I turned right to that page. This book's finally starting to learn. And he hits. $17 points, and you ignore 4 because he has his heavy revolver loaded with armor-piercing AP4 rounds. So let's see here. 22 minus 4. Shit, he just barely missed doing damage on you, because that still gives you an armor of 18. And with his 17, all you can feel like you just got knocked back, and you look down and you can see the end of the bullet sticking out of a dent in your armor.
So there's the potential for this time. Yeah.
Yeah. This rancher, he is going to move to here, and he is going to take a shot at Keith on the way out. And miss terribly. Well, not that terribly. Oh, wait. Nope, it's just an average failure. I was worried he was going to hit another one of the hostages. But he fires on burst, and the wall up here next to Keith is riddled with bullets. Beth, what would you like to do? So the prisoners are like trussed up here, and the Aslan that he had was here. If you moved here and hit the button, you could potentially kill 2 assholes with 1 rock.
That sounds like an excellent plan. Let's put him in the corner like a naughty child and then melt him with PGP.
Okay. Good. Make your heavy weapons plus dex check.
8.
Okay. Roll 1d times 10.
30.
Holy shit. Okay. So you pretty much at point blank range pull the trigger, and Marchand is just there's nothing left. Like for a split second, you see his skin fry off and you see his skeleton, and then that is vaporized. The wall behind him is vaporized, and this guy, he's got a look of horror on his face like he is crapping his pants. So this wall is no longer here.
Racism solved, y'all.
Ching-Shi, what would you like to do? Ching-Shi?
Let's see. So this guy, the Pants Cooper, he's the one that shot the Aslan, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna come right here,
Okay.
follow it out, and shoot him again.
Go for it.
Cause that sounds like fun.
That is a hit with a +3. Well, total is going to be +6 to damage. And actually, once again, because it is a +6, this guy is killed outright. Because you got a crit. Exceptional success. Keith, what would you like to do? There's still this one rancher up here who is now probably shitting himself. I don't know if you want to do anything about him or wait for him to run away.
He shot at Ching-Shi, if I remember correctly.
He did. He did.
Yeah.
That was probably a bad choice for him.
I'm not going to let him go, so I'm going to shoot at him with my laser rifle.
Okay.
Just going to go around the corner and shoot at him.
Okay.
Peekaboo.
Like that, yeah.
Wow.
And that is 10.
Yeah. So that's +2 to damage. I think this guy's about to have a bad day.
And I rolled terribly, but that's still 14 or 15.
Okay. So he takes 14. And you can see, like, you know, his chest is all smoke and fire from your laser. He doesn't go down yet, but, yeah. He is... well, he doesn't want that to happen again, but he's kind of trapped in this room. He's going to go right there and return fire on Keith. Because, I mean, what else is he going to do?
Yeah.
He gets a 9 to hit. So that's a +1 to his damage. He only does 9 points, so he doesn't even penetrate your combat armor.
Yeah.
Beth, what would you like to do?
I think I want to untie the Aslan because there's nothing else to kill in the room. Really.
Okay, yeah, okay.
You
So,
want to melt an exit for us? Like shoot a hole in the wall and then we can walk out without having to go back. I mean, you can untie them too. I'm just thinking like we need out of here. Just
Yes,
walk off the external wall.
It'll be hard to resist doing that. So yeah, that's probably the
Or you can
plan.
untie them and then do that. That works too.
Here,
Yeah,
hold still. I'll just shoot these ropes off your wrist.
You got a cool new tool. It does everything.
So you're untying the Aslan. Xingxi, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I mean, I want to get us out of here as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So I'll help with the untying, and then we'll just get to melting our exit.
Okay.
Or not. I just think that's cool. Like,
All right.
how do we get a door?
Keith, you've got this last guy here. Did you want to give him a break or just put him down?
Let's put him down.
No break. No break.
Ooh, I only rolled a 7.
Ooh. I'm going to say that you still hit, but there's a malfunction with your laser rifle, and it's reading that the battery pack is dead. But this was your last shot, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
And it's a -1 to the damage.
-1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is probably
So
still more than
that's-
enough.
That's still 21.
Oh, Christ. So, yeah, you core this guy through, and he's done. So you guys,
Right.
you are successful in untying these Aslan, and you get them. You know, Beth blows a hole through the wall rather than using the doors, and you load up your gecko, and they steal one of the other air raft that are in a barn, and you guys head back to town. And Arirhu is, when you get back to town, Kiri, he's very happy to see Kiri, but she kind of tells him what is going on. And he lets out a angry roar and starts to get pissed off at Martin Trelane because this is damaging to his honor, and he starts to threaten and say, you're no longer a part of my Aslan family, because remember, Trelane was made an honorary iHatei. He was made a part of Irihu's clan. And Trelane, seems like he's extremely hurt by this. Did you guys want to intervene on his behalf, or just let this play?
Yeah, I think we should intervene because he is the reason we were able to rescue them.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a persuasion plus social check, and you can make it with a boon. So roll 3 and take the 2 highest.
Okay. That is a 7.
Okay. Irihu can see your point, and he kind of calms down, but he is still hurt that his pride and honor has taken a ding from this, and he turns back to Trelane, and he thanks him for saving his daughter, and he says, I will always be your friend, but you can no longer be a part of my clan. And Trelane just kind of sadly accepts that, and thanks you for helping him. You all get 1 XP point that you need to spend before. You need to spend it before next week. To spend them, you haven't got one of these in a while. It is on page. Hold on here. Training and experience.
So what do we need since Josh isn't playing anymore? Do we need an investigate?
That wouldn't be bad. It is on page 39 of the Traveler Companion.
If Martin wants a ride anywhere.
Oh, he thanks you for that, but Thor is his home. He has a ranch here as well.
Okay. All right. Well, he did the right thing. I'll tell him. For what it's worth. Ah, shit. I don't know what skills do we need. I have one investigate.
Okay.
We have no heavy weapons.
Somebody else with heavy weapons might not be a bad idea.
I will spend my point there, because this was fun.
Good.
Did you spend your point? You can get over.
Yeah, I spent it.
When what?
Athletics.
Oh, good call. Yeah.
Smart. I want to do a dumb one.
Yeah?
I know it's not super helpful, but like art.
Yeah.
Steward.
You would be surprised when some of those skills that you think, oh, this is going to be dumb, and you'd be surprised how useful they are when they come into play.
Yeah, I guess art is kind of like having arcana or history, yeah?
Right. Yeah, more or less.
Very specific scenarios where it's useful, but makes me cool. I'm going to take art. Do I have to specify? Does it have to be like sculpture or...
If you spend 1 point, you get the skill at 0. So it would just be art 0.
Okay.
You can specialize if you spend another point and raise it to 1.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Well, we will call it there, and I will see you guys next week.
So you have a plasma gun and I can freaking fly. This is...
Well, technically it's Rexar's plasma gun, but I saw no reason for it to not be put to good use.
Well, yeah, I mean, granted, we're borrowing it, but still.
Right.
That's awesome. I'm getting to live out all my Bobby Draper dreams.
Yes.
Like a chaotic neutral Bobby Draper.
Yes, there you go.
Instead of lawful good.
All right, guys. I will see you next Wednesday at 7 p.m.
See ya.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.